big changes that we are making at Hop Online is the introduction of sprint-based project management methodology, starting with our client onboarding process. So I want to walk you through this in a minute. First, I'll explain why we're making this change. One of the biggest factors for success in our agency work has to do with our speed to execution. Clients really do care about getting work done fast and feeling like there is a lot of momentum. And one of the reasons that clients, I believe, hire agencies is because agencies not only give them more flexibility, but also greater speed to execution. So, our goal as an agency is to onboard clients faster, get their first campaigns up and running faster than ever before. So, for that reason, we have adopted a sprint methodology, and it's something we're going to be testing this quarter for the first time. So, let's zoom in and check this out. Here is our template for sprint based onboarding of a new paid media client. And this is broken into three different sprints. So we started relatively simple. Every sprint is 2 weeks each. And the first is setup and strategy development. The second sprint is about launching the campaigns and beginning the monitoring process. And then sprint 3 is about baseline analysis and scaling. So let's dive into each one really quickly without getting too much into the weeds. So a lot of this initial setup has to do with getting the kickoff call scheduled, introducing ourselves and our team to the client, getting access to things, and making sure that we've got the right goals for the project. Also understanding the ICP and the value proposition. That's all here. So this is very, very robust in the first 2 weeks. And we really insist on having everyone in the project understand very clearly all these foundational elements, because without a clear understanding, also between our team and the client's team, we might not be setting ourselves up for the right kind of success. So this is a lot of communication, getting access, building reports, and setting goals, having a clear understanding of the product, its unique selling proposition, and the ICPs that we're targeting. By sprint 2, we want to be launching the campaigns. So within 2 weeks, we want to show that new client that we can go live with a new campaign that incorporates everything that we've learned in the prior 2 weeks. And I believe this is faster than most agencies. So here we've got, this is competitor analysis, but the key here is this one, launching the campaigns with a complete launch checklist that we have, and then a quality assurance process. You can also see here that each one, this is the template, but as we duplicate this for projects, each task in each sprint will have an assignee, a due date, the status, the progress, the amount of time that has been tracked to that task, and any other comments here, as well as the different teams that are impacted. I'll also note that the clients are also part of this process. So they're going to be in this sprint with us, and we will be assigning certain tasks to them. Okay, then we've got sprint 3, and let's look at that in a little bit more detail. Here, we have already launched the initial campaign, and we want to start gathering data, establishing baselines, and beginning to understand whether or not we're going to have success in order to scale these results. So you can see that we're going to already start to identify and analyze the initial results and trends from the campaign. We're going to also, the client will provide lead quality report, which is then giving us feedback on the leads that have been generated. We assume that most of these campaigns are about lead generation. And then starting to look at the strategy and starting to tweak and make pivots already within weeks 5 and 6. So again, this whole thing is about speed to launch, speed to execution, and also showing our clients how fast we can build campaigns and iterate and pivot as needed. So I'm very curious to know if any other agencies that are watching or marketing teams, whether or not you all are using a sprint-based methodology for any of your project management. I'd love to hear that in the comments. Thanks.